This is gonna be my last video. I don't think I really talk about things with sense, but someone asked me like things to do around Amsik area. Amsik area is a subdivision. I mean, you know, like a place for residential. So there's really nothing much to do. But let me give you some ideas of things you can do in Clark or in Angeles City itself. Let's start inside Clark. Inside Clark, there are plenty of things to do nowadays. You can ride the go-kart if you like that, and then you can do horseback riding. There's a Clark picnic ground, and then you can also, if you like to hunt for ghosts, you can go to the abandoned hospital. It was featured at Ghost Hunters, I think, in US. I've been there when I was elementary and high school, and it's not fun. It was scary, seriously, like, you know, maybe because I know it's a horror place and then I'm giving myself these creepy imaginations, so I don't want to go there again. And then you can also visit, you know, the tombs of, or the graveyard of, you know, the American soldiers and Filipino soldiers in Clark. Or you can go Deca in wakeboarding. It's at Deca Homes. It's also a nice, you know, thing to do if you really don't have a lot of things to do. And they also have Fontana Resort. It is a swimming pool where there are a lot of it's a resort with many swimming pools. And it's, although you cannot bring food inside, you can rent a house outside and you can stay overnight. You can also go to a zoo. There's a zoo, or you can play golf and casinos, of course. There are a lot of casinos inside Clark. So now we're gonna go out. You can go to SM, you can go to the bars, of course, and go food hopping. And you can enjoy, yeah, maybe me as a woman, I really like shopping. Oh, you can also do, like, you know, you can ride a plane in Angeles City, you know, and you can also do trekking with the aitas, and yeah, I think that's a fun thing to do. Trekking with them, because they're gonna give you sweet potatoes. You have to pay some certain amounts for the, you know, tour, but it's fun. I have experienced that. And okay, outside Angeles City, there isn't really much aside from the nightlife and the restaurants. Countless of restaurants. Really, like, I'm worried when I go there, because, you know, seriously, what if I get too fat? Anyway, and also our government is trying to, you know, make Angeles City more beautiful. Outside Angeles City, aside from, you know, target shooting, you can also, and the entertainment district, you can go to the main city itself. At the main city, you will see many historical sites. We also have a museum, and what else? The old houses, like Spanish type, and then in front of the old church, the Holy Rosary Church, there's like a cafe like that. A plaza, they call it plaza, where you can have a coffee, just enjoy the view. I think this is very popular, especially it's gonna be December, where I told you before, like, there's a church at night, and then there, yeah, better have a coffee there. And yeah, those are the usual things you can do in Angeles City, aside from going to the bars like that. But it really depends. And then for other places near Angeles City, I heard a good news. It would only take 2 hours to go to 100 Islands. Do you guys know where 100 Island is? It's located in La Union. 100, I have been there before, and it's very beautiful. Of course, my favorite, if I'm gonna, you know, the beaches that I like to go to, my first suggestion for you guys would be in Palawan. I love Palawan, especially, I think I went to Puerto Princesa, where the underground river is. I don't like the underground river because of the mosquitoes, the monkeys who stole my bag, and I can't swim, so when they told us when we went inside the underground tunnel, it's 20 feet deep. Seriously, I held onto the boy like, oh, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Seriously, it's very, very scary. I mean, other people are enjoying it except for me. When we got out, I'm like, oh my god, I'm alive, thank god. But outside, like near the underground river, is a very beautiful white sea, and then they would serve you delicious food. And then I even thought, you know, I can't swim, so I really don't have this passion for beaches, and yeah, I'm afraid to get dark. So I was like, maybe if I'm gonna have a honeymoon, I want to be here. But that was the first, because I was thinking about Paris, but that time I was really, really proud of that place. Plus it's very clean. Like in every, you know, every street there's a trash can. Imagine that. You would be ashamed if you're gonna throw a trash can in the middle of, you know, a road, something like that. So it's very beautiful, and people knows how to value the place there. They also have these group of islands right there, which I didn't have much fun because it's a tour and you just have to jump off the boat, which I really don't enjoy. So, but I really enjoyed the one near the underground tunnel, and the water is very clear, and the seawater and the river water is mixing, so it won't hurt your eyes. So I would advise that. The next one, maybe many people would recommend this, would be Boracay. I think it's still beautiful, but the thing is, too many people knows about it, so it's too crowded, unlike Palawan. Of course, that's my own opinion. And then 100 Islands. Yes, 100 Islands. I think it's very beautiful, and it's still pure, it's still clean. And I heard you can, before, if you want to go there, it would take about 4 hours, but now it's only 2 hours due to the, you know, road construction. So it will be very beautiful for you to try it by bus or personal driver. I think it would cost about 3,000 if you're gonna rent a van, but if you're gonna be with many people, that's already cheap. And then the houses there, they're kind of cheap, like 600 pesos a night if you're not very picky. But it really depends if you want to stay in a hotel. And then the boat ride, it's like 600 pesos to 1,200 pesos for a tour around the islands, and believe me, you won't regret. Seriously, it's very beautiful. And then of course Subic. Subic is a very nice place to go. It's closer than the 100 Islands. But I think because it's, for me, it's a little bit industrialized, and you really need a car to drive around. I really don't have much fun going there. I'm not your perfect nature lover, but at the same time, I still prefer those, you know, clean, beautiful places. So yeah, those are my suggestions. If you are just in the Philippines or around the Philippines or around Angeles City, it would be a great thing for you to experience, and at the same time it would be a great time for you. I would like to discuss more questions right here, but I think I have to leave some, and then keep your questions coming, and I'll be talking about other topics next week. And thank you so much for the donations, the love, and the care. Thank you, everybody. I forgot to mention one place. I want to go here, and I'm thinking on my next trip. I was actually thinking of going to Baguio because my cousin lives there again. But I'm thinking about Vegan and Cagayan de Oro. Cagayan de Oro, I think if you're gonna look for a honest place in the Philippines, it would be Cagayan de Oro. Why? People here still values honesty. This is a place where they would still return your belongings. You can check it out over the internet, and then they have this nice cliff, and it's so clean. And the houses, it's like in a paradise. That's why I really want to go there. I've seen some of my friends, when I open my Facebook, they posted about going there. I really envy them, so I really want to go there. And there's there are 2 honest shops. They are called honest shops because you have to pay, but there is no seller. For example, I'm gonna buy let's say a noodles let's say chips, and then I'll just get it, pay, and then get some change if needed. Then I'm just gonna write what I took. And fortunately, people don't cheat there. I guess because they're embarrassed to cheat, right? If only the whole Philippines is like that. And there's a honest coffee shop, so I really want to try that. The beans are, I actually like good coffee, the smell like that. So I heard the beans are fresh, and then yeah, same. You just have to pay, and then I think make your own coffee, I'm not sure, or buy your own beans, and then write what you bought, and then get your own change. So I want to go there. Plus the view, I think it's really good for photographs. It's a little bit far because it's really far north, like past Vigan, maybe 8 hours. If you're lucky, some even said like 16. But anyway, I think it's very far. You just have to check the internet, Cagayan de Oro. So anyway, have a nice weekend, everyone, and I hope everyone will have a nice week. It's not yet the end of the week, but let's have a nice one.